They smile at you, shake your hand, call you brother, sister, friend. You think you know them, but you don't. They offer praise, but watch your reaction. They tell a joke, but it's really a test. They ask for a favor, but it's bait. Every word, every gesture, every delay in their reply, it all says something. The question is, are you trained to see it? Most people aren't. They live on the surface. They take people at face value. They mistake charm for loyalty. They confuse friendliness with trustworthiness. They think truth is loud and lies are subtle when the opposite is often true. And that's how they get used. That's how they get played. But Machiavelli never played that game. He knew better. He understood the art of watching people, not to judge, but to predict. Not to gossip, but to protect himself. To read people is to guard your future. Because power isn't about what you control, it's about what you can see coming before it happens. So how do you read people instantly? You use the tools Machiavelli would have used. Here are the psychological tactics that, when mastered, give you an almost unfair advantage. Words are easy. Anyone can say the right thing. They can say they support you, say they're loyal, say they're happy for your success, but people rarely act against their interests for long. This is where you look deeper. What do they really want? Do they want power, approval, security, control, flattery? Once you understand a person's core desire, their actions become predictable. Someone who thrives on admiration will flatter you, but envy you behind your back. Someone who values control will act agreeable until they feel threatened. Someone who's desperate for status will align with you today and switch sides the moment someone more powerful appears. Machiavelli knew that a man's true loyalty is tied to his ambition. If helping you advances his goal, he'll help. If not, he won't. So don't listen to the sweet words. Watch where their eyes linger. Watch what they envy. Watch who they mimic. That's where the truth is. One of the fastest, most revealing ways to read someone is by disappointing them. Not intentionally, not maliciously, but honestly, by simply telling them, no. No, I can't help. No, I'm not available. No, I won't sacrifice my priorities for your convenience. Say it calmly and then step back. Let the silence settle. Watch. This is where the mask starts to slip. Machiavelli believed that true character doesn't show when the benefits flow, but when they stop. Deny someone's self-interest and you'll meet their real face. Not the one they use in public, not the one they post on social media, but the one that decides whether they're loyal to you or just to what you offer. If your no turns them into someone else, believe that version. That's who they've been all along. People say more in what they don't say than in what they do. The person who avoids answering a question isn't unsure. They're hiding something. The one who pauses before praising you, that's not modesty, that's hesitation. And the one who talks too much, they're usually distracting you from something they don't want you to notice. Machiavelli advised rulers to notice when people contradict themselves. Not necessarily with facts, but with tone. A friend says they're happy for you, but they can't make eye contact. A colleague congratulates you, but the smile is forced, the timing too slow. Or worse, someone changes their story, rephrases their intentions, softens their motives after the fact. Every small inconsistency is a crack in the mask, a tiny sliver of truth leaking out. If you stay silent long enough, most people reveal more than they intended, because silence creates pressure, and under pressure lies crumble. Here's one of the most telling tactics. Offer someone a small victory. Let them think they've won. Let them be right in a discussion. Give them credit for an idea, even if it was yours. Watch what they do with that little boost. Some people will become grateful, respectful, even more loyal. They recognize generosity, but others, they'll inflate. They'll begin to see themselves as the smarter one, the leader, the reason you succeed. That's ego, and it always leads to betrayal when unchecked. Machiavelli would give small gifts and gestures to test loyalty. He knew that a power-hungry person will reveal their hunger as soon as they taste a crumb. Give them space to lead, and if they try to push you out of your own position, you've learned everything you need to know. If you want to know someone's real nature, watch how they treat people who can't help or harm them. The waiter, the receptionist, the janitor, The ones with no title, no influence, no use to them. Does your friend become dismissive, cold, or condescending when no one's watching? Do they change their tone around those who don't matter? Machiavelli believed that the way a man treats the powerless reflects how he will treat you once he no longer needs you. Kindness shown to the useful is a strategy. Kindness shown to the insignificant, that's character. So watch closely. Don't be blinded by how they treat you today, because if their respect is rooted in what you offer, it will disappear the moment your value shifts. People reveal their insecurities by who they criticize. The person who constantly calls others arrogant usually fears they're not being seen. The one who says everyone's a liar often can't be trusted themselves. The one who says, "I hate drama," is usually the one who causes it. Machiavelli wrote that a ruler must study the criticisms people give, because they're often confessions in disguise. Projection is real. Most people reveal what they lack by attacking others who appear to have it. So listen closely to what they mock, what they dismiss, what they gossip about. That's not just judgment, it's jealousy with a mask. If you want to see someone's true allegiance, put them in a room with someone more powerful than you. Bring them to a meeting. Introduce them to someone important. Or better, let them witness you being praised. Now watch. Do they uplift you in front of others? Or go silent and shrink away? Do they speak highly of you or try to match the attention? Do they align with you or try to attach themselves to someone else? Machiavelli's greatest insight was that loyalty is a dance of opportunity. Most people are loyal to whoever appears to be winning. If someone switches sides too easily, talks differently around power, or positions themselves to be seen, you've just watched ambition override loyalty in real time. The goal of reading people isn't to judge, it's to decide. It's to know where to place your energy, who to trust, who to protect yourself from, who to keep close, and who to keep closer, just to watch them more carefully. Machiavelli believed that power belongs to those who see clearly, especially when others are distracted by charm or convenience. The person who can read a room, feel the shift in loyalty, catch the lie behind the smile, that person stays 5 steps ahead. But here's the catch. Once you learn to read people, you must learn to stay unreadable. The most dangerous thing is not being smart, it's letting people know just how smart you are. So read deeply, but speak simply. Observe closely, but react slowly. Build the habit of silence, not to seem mysterious, but to gather intel. Because the person who speaks first often reveals the most. The one who watches controls the game. So the next time someone shakes your hand and smiles, don't just hear their word, study their motives. Don't just nod along, listen for hesitation. Don't just respond, read the room. Because in a world where everyone wears a mask, the one who sees through them all wins.